Val approached the woman dressed in a maid outfit, who introduced herself as Giselle. "What do you mean by your master invited me?" she demanded. "Considering how people you trusted tried to kill you, I would think that you would jump at the chance to save yourself." Giselle sighed at how ungrateful Val was being. "Though my master informed me to treat you with respect and only invite you, a part of me thinks that just taking you to see my master would be better." She gave Val a cute smile, though the power radiating from her caused Val not to doubt her ability. "I will come with you. There is no need to force me," Val tiredly replied. Though she was nervous about meeting this person, compared to her current predicament, it was likely better. "I am glad that you are being more cooperative," Giselle curtsied. Next to her, a portal appeared. Val stared at the portal with wonder. Spatial magic was a potent magic, so not many were able to use it. The fact that this woman didn't need to chant was very intimidating. As she approached the portal, the expression on Giselle's face made Val think she would be pushed into the portal if she didn't hurry. One moment, Val was in her office, and then she was in a wealthy area. Val noticed two cylinders, with one of them holding a woman. She was surprised that the woman was on fire, with scales covering parts of her body. In the other cylinder was a floating boulder. Val wondered what was happening with those containers. As she was about to walk closer to get a better look, a voice startled her. "I am happy that you finally accepted my offer to visit my city," the voice said. Jumping, Val looked towards the voice. "E, what are you doing here?" "It seems like Giselle failed to tell you all that she needed to." He chuckled, glancing at Giselle, who looked like she was in trouble. "Giselle, there is no need to look depressed. I am not angry at you." His voice was tender. "Sorry, Master. I just did not want to use the name humans call you. To me, you are Master." Giselle looked saddened at failing E. E made a motion with his hand, and Giselle slowly approached him. When she was next to him, E lifted his hand up and revealed some kind of treat in his hand. "Take this. I hope it'll cheer you up." Giselle smiled gratefully and snatched the treat, putting it into her mouth. She happily chewed on the food with a big grin on her face. E gently stroked Giselle's hair as she looked like a happy cat the way she turned her head towards E as if asking him to shower her with more attention. "I do not want to interrupt such a lovely scene you are creating, but I would appreciate an explanation." Val felt herself getting annoyed and ignored the glare that Giselle was giving her. "It is understandable how you would feel frustrated. I am assuming something happened for Giselle to have personally escorted you here," E asked her. His eyes conveyed how he likely knew what had happened. Giselle giggled. She was poisoned by a trusted companion who placed a poison inside of her drink. Her face turned different shades of blue as she grasped her throat, trying to breathe. Giselle mockingly mimicked how Val looked as she was suffocating. E lightly tapped Giselle on her head, saying, "Giselle, is that how we treat a guest?" Giselle turned around towards him and made a pouting face, with both of her hands clasped together in front of her. Val wasn't sure whether this woman was truly reflecting what she was doing or just wanted E to think positively of her. "Be obedient, or I'm going to have to tell you to go talk with Brittany," E said sternly. "Yes, Master." She quickly changed her expression and nodded her head cutely. "Giselle will make sure to be a good girl." "I know you will." E rested a hand on her arm. Leaning back on his throne, he patted his lap, which made Giselle squeal and leap on it, laying her head on his chest, looking content and happy. I am sorry for my creation being so disrespectful. I hope you can forgive them. They are not used to interacting with people outside the stronghold, causing them to appear somewhat callous towards outsiders. She truly is a good girl and does not mean what she says. He stroked one of Giselle's legs as he tried to explain the situation. I just want to know why you are in this scenario, when the last time I saw you, you were just a student and the son of some family, Val stated. There is a confession I need to make. I am not part of a wealthy family and never considered myself a student in the sense you are thinking. All of this, E waved his hand to indicate the room, was created by me. Even adorable Giselle was created by me. From his serious expression, Val could see that he wasn't lying to her. How are you able to do all this? And why were you at the academy? Val asked, feeling like the world was becoming strange and bizarre. My ability can be called creation. With it, I can make things materialize, modify them, and various other things. To answer the second question, I was at the academy to learn more about this world, E stated simply. Wait, you are telling me that you can do all these things, yet you ignore everything happening in the world? Val demanded, becoming frustrated. What would you have me do? Solve all life's mistakes and end all suffering? E asked. Yes, if you have the ability, why do you not? She demanded. Is Master supposed to be some slave to you humans? Giselle got up and leaned towards Val as she bared her teeth. Why should Master do anything aside from being with us? He has made the city and provided humans with what you call paradise, and it is still not enough? She sneered at Val. There. I understand that this is something difficult for many that do not live in the city. E soothed Giselle. Yes, solving what you say would be easy. But to what end? Is all sentient life just supposed to become dependent on me? I have provided a template for the world with the city. Let us call it a proof of concept. When other parts of the world decide that they would like to adopt to the model demonstrated here, then we can talk. But I sense that many would not be happy. Neither those who are ruling nor those being ruled, he explained. Do you mean to have me mentally influence everyone and strip them of their free will? Would you like me to take my army and conquer the world? E asked, his face clearly amused at the thought. These things would be easy for me to do, but it would not bring the outcome I think is necessary to this world. Progress on that scale will need to take time, as those who cannot adapt are weeded out by the people themselves. Giselle stuck out her tongue at Val and went back to resting her head on E's chest. Though she looked like a young woman, Giselle acted very childishly. The image was very jarring to Val. Then what is your overarching goal? I do not understand what the point of all of this is then. Val indicated to everything. I do not have an overarching goal. At the moment, I am starting to think that there was never an overarching goal, some divine purpose. Even the gods that many worship on this world were created by a race more powerful than them. I choose to place my energy into areas that I'm curious about. You may think that I am wrong about this, so I challenge you to prove me wrong. Stay in this city and demonstrate that what you think is the correct way and that I am incorrect with my current morals. Val listened to E and wondered what made him become such a person. She wouldn't classify him as being evil, but as someone who ceased caring about the world. He concentrated only on his own desires, instead of thinking about his external environment. She was both saddened and frustrated with him. A part of her wanted to grab him by the collar and shake some sense into him. But when she made an unconscious step forward, Val noticed Giselle's eyes locked onto her. The childishness in Giselle was completely gone in that single look. Val took a step back and Giselle closed her eyes and returned back to her cute cuddling. Several drops of cold sweat ran down her back, as she understood that she had been underestimating the woman even after witnessing Giselle's magical talents. You seem a bit stressed and overwhelmed, especially after what had happened to you. How about you stay in the city for as long as you like? If you find an interest you want to pursue, feel free to join in. The people in the various positions will more than help you. Yi snapped his finger, and a set of doors opened and in came a gorgeous maid. The maid had a very different expression compared to the one that Giselle had. It seemed to be an opposite personality with this woman, an overly serious type. As she reached where Val was standing, the woman curtsied, asking, "Master, is there anything I may help you with?" "Yes, I would like you to help Val find a place to stay and assist her with her first couple of days in the city. She is likely to be very startled by the machinations of this place, so I would appreciate you being patient with her," Yi commanded. "As my master commands, so I obediently and loyally follow," the woman intoned as if she actually believes what she was saying to Yi. As she rose, the woman looked at Val and stated, "I will be accompanying you to help make your transition as smooth as possible. Please, inform me if there are any issues so that I may help address them." She was then directing Val to follow. Looking back, Val saw Yi curiously looking at her, as if he wasn't sure what to think about her. Looking forward, Val could only wonder about how life was going to be different here.